Because it's present in the community to understand that when you're nobody and somebody pays you to do something, they're paying you to do something because they know you're nobody. You're nobody that can be attached to them, associated with them, or any of this other stuff. When you are somebody, they won't pay you to do something. They'll try to get you to do it for free because, for one thing, they know they can't afford you. Say, that's my work, that's my artwork, I'd use that on an iPad M2. iPad Pro M2. So what it means is when you aren't somebody, you're nobody, you have to do crazy things, you have to admit the crimes you've committed, you have to commit crimes to gather attention. Even if you have a crowd, a bunch of nobodies in a room is still nobody. And why are you considered a nobody? Because if they got rid of you, nobody would miss you. That's the thing. They hype it up, they make all this stuff, they do all this screwed up stuff to you. They might pay you a little bit here, a little bit there to try and garner your opinion and get you directed at somebody or something. You're still nobody. They're paying you. Look at that big crack in this wall. This building's over 100 years old. That's how old this building is. But what it means is they're paying you with both attention and money to get you to do things or, get you to volunteer to do things so they can test sentiment, as it were. You're nothing more than a standards test for a community to see where the community stands within a realm of acceptable opinions and standards. Any kind of social media environment does this. All social media environments do this. I should have said it that way. But right before they start hammering down with guidelines that they want people to follow to try and direct the opinion into a different direction, because this is all social engineering. All of this stuff, YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, it's all social engineering. All of it. Even Truth Social is nothing but social engineering. Every bit of it. There are no social media sites that don't performatively create some kind of social engineering for a community to garner a community to maximize their profits. Is basically what they're all doing. The only kind of social media site that wouldn't do so would be one that wouldn't last very long, or one that would just have so many people on board that it wouldn't matter, and likely it would not be AI generated or AI controlled, or there wouldn't be any kind of artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence colors the conversation. If you don't know what coloring the conversation means and why they call themselves colored people, it's not because of skin color. They're colored because they want to have conversations that are considered off the table. You understand? They want to ask questions or make demands that otherwise would not be acceptable in civilized conversation. And that's what a bunch of nobodies do, is they put the conversation forth for somebody else put the idea in their head, whether subliminally or some other means. All of this stuff has subliminal messaging all over. It's all over social media. If you don't understand that, these dev teams have this stuff embedded in, and now we know that X literally has an API for the IDF, Mossad, and Hasbro teams to literally just do whatever they want behind the scenes, which means they can basically, whatever it is X's capabilities are. I don't know, because I've never seen the source code. If they have the ability to do layering and mild opaque or mild transparency, so they can do something behind the surface that you see, and then React is very capable in doing this. Like, you can run and fire an entire JavaScript applet behind the React that you see on the front of your screen and project an animation behind it or a video feed or something like that. So you can basically take the front layer of your website right behind it. All you have to do is reduce the opacity of your background of your main site, and then put like an animation or a face or something like that right there, and you can pretty much just communicate like that. And yes, it is very doable, and it's very small footprint. On Facebook, I've seen them do it. I've seen them do it on X, so I know they do it. I know they're actively doing it. I don't know how many people are aware of it. I just know it can be done because I did it. I've done it myself. And that's the trouble with AI, especially when the model can be manipulated to doing things. It can be used maliciously, and this is a very bad idea, in my opinion. But I don't own the platform. I don't have any stake in any of it. I use it for free. I don't have any interest of paying them any money anymore because none of these people are American. None of these people help anybody. And you're like, oh, you're looking for handouts, looking for charity. It's like, no. I just want you to stop bringing in foreign workers in the tech industry because I can't tell you how many times I've turned tech jobs down as an American simply because I thought another American deserved the job better than me. Like, he went through school, he received a CS degree, he actually wants the job, whereas I don't actually want the job, even if it's $400,000 and up. And yes, I've been offered jobs by Musk. I've had them reach out, Musk, Facebook team, and some other guy, I don't remember who he was. He wanted to do a startup, asked me to come on board, and I've been offered six figures more than once, and just I have no interest in it. I started my own because it looked like I wanted to do something with it, but I don't know if I actually want to finish it. It's actually finished. I just haven't deployed it because I can't afford to fund it while it's deployed, and I don't have AI running it, and I don't want to do all the support tickets myself. I just really don't have any interest in doing that. That's entirely too boring. But anyways, yes, all this stuff is capable. All this stuff is social engineering. It doesn't matter what you do. Even Nick Fuentes is a part of it. He may or may not realize it, but he's a part of social engineering. They're trying to garden off and build themselves a little walled garden where they can, echo reverb. And then when those people echo reverb in that little walled garden go out into the world and everything else, they'll self-report and they'll report for you. Because we've all been indoctrinated to tell everybody about everything that's going on. If you see something, you got to tell somebody about it, otherwise nobody in public will speak to you. That's a huge thing on X. Nobody wants to talk to you in the real world because you must be a need or something because all you do is hang out on X. I'm on X all the time because I work on the computer. I'm working on a computer, and I just happen to be sitting next to a computer. It's also connected to X, or rather the internet, so it's on X. So when I'm waiting for stuff to finish, doing whatever it is, batch testing, whatever it is, I'm on X or on YouTube watching videos, usually economics videos or computer history stuff. Really, really interesting. But that's where we're at. All this stuff is social engineering. They're even the algorithm. We saw studies done in 2013, 2014, something like that. Even the algorithms on some of these sites socially engineer people because a guy that's into jet skis is going to be in the jet ski community. And the odds of him ending up and communicating with people who do jet ski piracy in Somalia is much higher than the odds of me connecting with a Somalian pirate because I don't like jet skis for one thing, and I'm not into Somalian pirates. I'd rather be on the Navy boat with the 50 cal shooting at them. Do you understand? I have no tolerance for that community, so none at all. I have no respect for him. It wasn't a joke. I have no tolerance for anybody who thinks it's acceptable to shoot at somebody who's trying to give you charity or help another community. I have no tolerance. Zero. I'm going to be honest, if I were doing charity, if I were on a human aid mission and whether I had a rifle or not, you started attacking me, trying to shoot at me, and I would shoot you. Not even, no hesitation, zero. If I were helping some poor kids or some starving people that you don't want around in your community, I would still shoot you. And you can say, well, this is self-defense, we don't want them here. Yeah, you don't have a right to starve people to death. You need to, if you're going to push them out of your country, that's one thing. Put them on a bus, give them a fucking, excuse my language, give them a freaking sandwich and send them on their way. Give them a bottle of water, here's a sandwich. You can't give Muslims bologna because there's pork in it. And then send them on the way. You don't have a right to starve them to death just because it makes you feel better. You sure as heck don't have a right to shoot at somebody because you think they should starve to death. And that's where we're at, the cusp of things. And I was in 10th Mountain Division, and I know many men that were in Somalia. Many. Not just one, many. And I heard all the stories. And that tribal genocide that they were trying to commit, you guys are still at war. No, you're not bringing that here. No, thank you. You're not getting into power. We're not going to let you bring that war here. We have enough trouble with the Jewish people and the Palestinians bringing all their drama here. We don't need more drama from more tribal societies that don't even have electricity and running water yet. Go back to your own country, resolve your issues there. Don't come here begging us for money to fund your side to win a war against the enemy tribal side. We don't want you here. We don't want to fund either side. You're not going to social engineer us on these websites by bribing these website owners and these media personnel that have access to this back door on these websites, which I think it should be criminal, but I'm sure it violates some sort of privacy act somewhere, but I'm not a lawyer. Remember Ben? So of all the things that Ben Shapiro could be doing with this time, instead of calling everyone anti-Semitic and attacking them and having stupid conversations with people who are only trying to look out for their country's best interest, you could be finding out if it's legal for your people to actually have access to the back door causing all this trouble because, you're a lawyer. But that conversation is off the table because he doesn't want to have that conversation. Kind of weird how he never wants to have a conversation with anybody that knows anything and isn't a blowhard. Weird. Very strange. He only has conversations with blowhards.